Yo, what's up, guys? Your main man here. Welcome to the Creative Joint. So, in today's episode, I have a young, super talented visual artist. He is a graduate of architecture, but he decides to go into visual art, and we're going to find out why that is. This guy is based in Ekiti State, and he's doing amazing things. He goes by the name Taiwoz Art. Welcome to the show, Taiwo.
Thank you very much, sir.
How are you doing today?
Very fine.
All right, we're glad to have you in the studio. So we're definitely going to go into your personal space. So talk to us how you started, how you made the switch eventually from architectural drawing to visual artist that you are today. How did the switch happen?
Yes, since I was younger, I've always have a very strong fascination for art and passion for creativity. So I decided to be an artist, but I was a science student back then in school. I was just following friends then,
Okay.
But now that I discover myself, I love art and I want to be an artist.
Okay, amazing. So it's something that you just got to a point, you just decided, oh, I really can do this. Or is this something that you've had maybe a formal training as a visual artist? How did this all begin? Just talk to us about that.
Yes, I'm a self-taught artist.
Okay.
So since I was younger, I love looking at images. I love images and I felt the passion in me to create more.
Okay.
So it was actually a means of expressing myself. And not until 2020 when I got to venture into it so that I can earn living from it. So I put my art into...
Can you just hold on? So you've been drawing from way back while you were much younger, you said, right?
Yeah.
So you were practicing while you were younger, but you now decided to go professional, as a professional visual art in 2020.
Yeah.
All right, that's amazing. So pick up from there, continue.
So I decided to put my art into intricate details of my work so that it can attract customers or attract clients to get it from me, since I want to do it for a living.
Okay. So talk to us about your kind of art, your style of visual artistry, Are you into realism or you are into abstract? Because I've seen a couple of your drawings. They're like, most of them are really abstract. So, but you want to put it in black and white here. What kind of art do you do?
Yes, I do abstract paintings. I do realism works also.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So I got to use charcoal and graphite pencil on paper, and sometimes I do painting works also.
Okay, amazing. So, for instance, if I'm to ask you, Taiwo, JayDany is seated here, I want you to, paint me, what will be the process, especially like when it comes to bringing your creative process to bear, when it comes to, beginning a project, like commission a portrait of me seated here right now. What would be the process? How would you start?
All right, I take my time to meditate on my reference if I do have one.
Okay.
And if I'm not having one...
In this case, I'm the reference, of course.
Yes, I study my reference.
Okay.
I do a rough sketch first to know where the shadows and the highlights are falling on. So before taking my pencil at all, I will have known what I want to do.
So you already have a visual picture of what this is going to look like?
Yes, in my head.
Okay, so does experimentation play a part in all of this?
Yes, experimentation do play a very good part.
Okay.
It makes me get used to the materials I find myself using, and it helps me to improve better with my work.
Amazing. So has there been a part of you that, definitely you didn't just begin to draw and paint and you just got to perfection. You just started doing perfect art. Has there been a time where you drew an art piece and people say, nah, it's not good enough? Was there a time like that?
Yes.
Okay.
I did one around 2019 when the clients rejected it.
Okay.
Then it was not really for, I was not doing it for sale then.
For the money, yeah.
Yes, I was just doing it for fun. So, but it was nothing. I just put more effort into it.
Okay, so the client say it wasn't good enough.
Yes.
But then actually that just motivated you to want to get better, right?
Yes.
Practice more and all that. Like they say, of course, practice do make perfection.
Yeah.
But of course, you can't ever get to a point you say you're perfect. You keep improving. So amazing. So tell us about your environment. I understand as we were speaking off camera, you mentioned you're based in Ado-Ekiti specifically, right?
Yes.
So how is Ado-Ekiti motivating or sucking of motivation from you? Because I know artwork is really a lot of mental work you need to put into, what you're doing for you to get inspiration. So how is your environment, in this case, Ado-Ekiti? Is Ado-Ekiti inspiring or sucking off your motivation?
Yes, I grew up in a very quiet environment where I get every space to work. So I'm always my pencil from school back home, and I'm always my pen. So I got to work every time. So it's encouraging.
It's inspiring.
Yes, it's inspiring.
Okay. So it's Ado-Ekiti. Would you say Ado-Ekiti is, of course, definitely it's nothing compared to Lagos.
Yes.
It's much quiet, right?
Yes.
It's quieter than the typical Lagos environment.
Yes.
So is that the kind of environment you like to work most, or can you also function in a very noisy environment? Can you work in such?
Yes, I can work in any environment I found myself, because when I got to school, I was in a hostel where every place was rowdy and noisy. So I got used to it anyways. I was not having choice.
Okay, so you were also working while you were in a hostel. That means in a noisy environment, you can actually just also create, right?
Yes.
Amazing. So as an artist, of course, we understand that you were self-taught, right? But we also know that as you grow and develop your craft, definitely there will be other artists that you look up to and you get inspiration from.
Yes.
So who are these people for you? Are they artists that inspire you and inspire the work that you do?
Yes, I have Kelvin Okafor and Arinze Sterling. They are my basic role models.
Your role models.
Yeah.
Okay, in what ways has their work affected and inspired what you're doing? Like not just being your mentors, but in what ways? I
see their works as the best anyway, so I follow them. I do exactly what they do. What they paint, I practice it also. So that's how I develop my work.
Okay, amazing. So talk to us about, of course, I know being an artist, especially in this part of the world, can be challenging, right?
Yes.
So what's that part of challenge that you have to deal with on a daily basis that is really, really hard, man?
Time management is the first. Artwork demands a lot of time. Everything we ought to do is go to school, come back home, and so I need to figure out times that I can do my career and also cope with my schooling also. More so, there is no enough gallery to showcase our works.
Okay.
Yeah, and even the whole of Ekiti State, I don't think there's a gallery in Ekiti. So, and there is no support that much.
Yeah.
People do not buy artwork. Really.
People don't believe in artists and like art pieces.
Yes, they believe it should be in studio, it should be in gallery. Meanwhile, it's also meant to be in their home.
Yeah. Okay, so that's a big challenge, of course, and which we'll certainly believe that's going to change someday, right?
Yes.
All right, guys. So in case you're joining us, this is a show called The Creative Joint, and we're here with a young visual artist. He's super talented, and we're speaking with him generally about what he's been up to in the industry. And like I said, this guy, he's really, really talented. You want to check out what he does, go check out his Instagram handle, check out what he does. His works are super amazing. And also, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, kindly do so. Leave us a subscription, hit that like and also that notification bell, so whenever we share content, you'll be the first, All right, Taiwo, we're going to go into a quick game segment. We're coming back to talk about more of what you do. But before then, let's go into a quick game segment, right? Because we'll be talking about serious creative issues and, what you do and how you do your thing. It's called a quick fire segment. That means in 60 seconds, you're going to attempt to answer as many questions as possible. All right. I think we have 16 questions. Okay. So in 60 seconds, we're definitely going to see how you attempt to answer most of the question. And this is a simple rule. So if there's any question that you can't find an immediate answer to, or you're not very comfortable with the question, you can say pass. All right? That's the only time that we'll be able to move to the next set of questions. Okay?
All right.
Timekeeper, are you ready? All right. And the time starts now. So if your art was a flavor, what would it taste like?
Code sweet.
Oh, nice. What's the weirdest thing that inspired one of your creations?
My dream.
Describe your creative process in 3 emojis.
Smiley emoji, paint palette, and naughty emoji.
Okay. If you could collaborate with any artist, dead or alive, who would it be?
Leonardo da Vinci.
Oh, Leonardo da Vinci. What's your go-to karaoke song while painting?
Chike song and Tatiana song.
If you could only use one color to paint for the rest of your life, what color would it be?
Black.
Okay. What's the strangest place you found inspiration for your work?
My music.
Your music while you're doing music. Okay, amazing. What's the most unusual feedback you've ever received on your work?
It's too good to be drawn.
Oh, too good to be drawing. Nice. If your life was a movie, what would be the title track?
My life story.
Your life story. Okay. What's the most unusual instrument you've ever incorporated into your painting?
Burnt wood, charcoal.
Okay, and the time is up. Okay, I'm sure you'll be able to see how many questions that you've been able to get within the time frame. All right, let's move forward. So, as an artist, of course, there definitely has to be a time where you have a piece of art delivered, and maybe there's a response, or a reaction from maybe someone that saw your work online or in your physical studio. And the reaction was really, really touchy and made you happy. Has there been instances like that?
Yes.
Okay, talk to us about it.
I did a work for a client that she actually paid me, and after all, she loved the work that she had to call me for. She actually did not believe it's drawn, so she had to call me that how did I
achieve that?
Yes, I needed the pencil portrait. You gave me a printed work. I was like, no, this is not printed.
It's not printed. It's pencil drawn.
You can check it. Yes, it's drawn.
Okay. So and she was really happy.
Yes, I was also happy that I'm convincing my work for a printed work.
Yeah, that someone is really thinking, this is not artist work. We be like, see, they print and bar.
Yes.
Amazing. Okay, I can already understand that kind of feeling. It makes you just feel like you're already there.
Better,
yeah, it's getting better, right? Amazing. So what's the good part of being an artist? Of course, we know the challenging part, like you mentioned earlier. What's the good part of, when you sit down, you just know that this is amazing. It keeps your heart warm and you're really looking forward to better days. What's that good part of being an artist?
All right. Art is so much interesting because it's attractive also. People want to know the person that this work. People want to know. And also it relieves a lot of stress. Yes, when I'm stressed or when I have no one to talk to, I can just hold my pen. So that all those periods, how I feel at home when I draw.
Okay, amazing. So we spoke about the challenging part of being an artist, and one of the things you mentioned was that people down here in Nigeria, and especially in Nigeria, don't get to appreciate art pieces. So what would you do if you have an opportunity to change that particular concept and belief around who artists are?
People need to pay attention to the details of the work and the stories behind each pieces.
Yeah.
That will make them understand more about art that is different from computer work or AI works. Art is more deeper than printed works or photography. Yes.
Okay.
So I would like to educate people about more usefulness
to change that, of course, because you see a piece of portrait painted in a studio, maybe in a house. There's this feeling you get.
Yes.
From different from when you're just getting a frame, a photo frame that's printed, right? I think that's a good one.
Yes, it inspires creative people to be more creative. It inspires creativity also.
Yeah. Can we talk about technology? How you think technology has influenced your craft as an artist? We're talking of AI these days, right?
Yeah.
Are you incorporating technology, especially AI, into what you're doing, and in what ways?
Yes. Technology helps to improve art in such that it helps to, like, posting online will allow people to see more of your works than hanging it on the street or something. Okay. So technology helps to promote art, but not adding to the work itself.
Okay.
Because technology is far different from art. When art is switching to technology, it's no longer art.
You think so? You don't think like that some element of technology you can incorporate into your artwork to better improve it? For instance, in your research, you mentioned earlier references.
Yes.
When you want to commission a project, you have to look at your references, study it.
Yes.
With AI, these days you can actually put some prompt into some AI tools, and it can actually generate some references that you can actually also use. For me, I think that's a positive part of technology, that you can incorporate into your artwork?
Yes, we can look for images that speak the same way according to the message you want to pass across.
Okay.
If you want to work, there's no image you can use, there's no reference you can use, you can actually use AI to.
So that's a good thing, all right? So it's completely not wrong.
Yes.
Okay, so talk to us about where, for instance, if someone watching online would want to say, how can I get, this dude's art piece? Are there galleries that, one can find your art pieces?
Yes.
Okay.
University of Lagos, Madhouse Gallery.
Oh, amazing.
Yes.
Unilag, Madhouse Gallery. There you heard. Okay.
Yes. So you can also get my works on my Instagram and Facebook page.
Okay.
My space.
Okay. Amazing. Okay, so talk to us about any upcoming project that you have. Are there any project that you're currently working on?
Yes.
Talk to us
I'm working on a project titled Footpath.
Footpath?
Yes.
Okay.
Footpath traces people live when they are living a particular stage.
Oh.
Maybe for those that are coming behind them to follow. And footpath can be a definition of expressing the absence in the presence, in such that there are a lot of things that has happened like 50, hundreds of years ago that are still having impact on us till now.
True.
So we can express that as footpath. We can use footpath to express that impact. Like what happened in the Bible, Adam and Eve, what happened is still affecting us till now.
True.
So that's the footpath they left that we are trailing on. So that's what footpath is all about.
That's actually very deep, because I'm already imagining as a creative person what this will look like. And I'm looking forward to that. That will be an amazing project when it's out. Make sure you send it to us and let me know. If we can also have a piece or maybe one of it, it will be amazing. All right, so as an artist, there are others that are definitely wanting to get into your space and eventually become the Taiwo art that you are today. What would be your advice to upcoming artists?
I would like them to keep practicing, because what they see me doing now, I've been doing it for the past 10 years. I've been doing it since I was younger. So practice makes perfection. I'm not perfect yet, but you need to just keep practicing and pushing till you. And they should not forget to pray. Prayer is very important.
I like how spiritual you are. Of course, never forget God. Without Him, you're nothing, right?
Yeah.
Amazing. All right, Taiwo. So we're gonna come back to you. We're almost at the end of the show, but I think before we get to the end, we're coming back to you where you're gonna be drawing live. So guys, if you want to see this guy sketch live, you want to stay here with us. So I've been speaking with Taiwo Art. This guy is amazing. He's a visual artist. He's a young graduate that went to the university to study architectural drawing, and he eventually wanted to switch. He's actually still doing both. So you want to stay here and see what he would do on the show live. That means he's going to be drawing live. So in a couple of minutes, he's going to be sketching and putting an eye together live on the show. All right, so if you are yet to subscribe to our channel, I can't say this enough, kindly do so. Leave us a subscription, hit that like button, a comment. Come on, we will appreciate that. Tell us what you want to see next on the show and how we can further improve on this show. All right, guys, so we're going to sign out now, but stay if you want to see the amazing magic that we're going to create live on the show with Taiwo. All right, Taiwo, it's been amazing speaking with you, and we can't wait to have you back on the show. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you very much.
All right. All right, guys, your main man here, JayDany, it's been amazing presenting, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.